Now you guys might know that I think human beings are superhumans. That's right. But oftentimes I get the question, well, why did she get sick, but I didn't get sick? Or why did I get sick, but the rest of my family didn't get sick? Well, let's learn from that, because this is one of the classic questions from the chiropractic history where our founder asked that very question. Why is it that the person who sits right next to somebody else at the lunch table at work doesn't get sick, but the other person does? Why is that? Well, in looking into that, our founders, the chiropractic founders, thought of three things: that we experience stress from thoughts, traumas, and toxins. I oftentimes talk about these things as we have physical, chemical, and emotional stresses. Now, there are three types of fitness, therefore, that we have to have. We have to have physical fitness, we have to have mental fitness, and we need to have neurologic fitness. This is the root of why one person gets sick and another person who's exposed to all the same stuff doesn't. Now, some might say, oh, it's just genetics, right? Well, think about it within a family. The family has very similar genetics. Not identical, of course, but very similar. And sometimes you'll have a family of 5 where 3 people get sick and 2 people don't, or one person gets sick and the rest of them don't. It's not just a genetic thing. It's absolutely how we treat our body as the most important thing. So from that aspect, we need to keep in mind, if our goal is to be vibrantly, robustly healthy, as human beings can get, we need to think about our physical fitness, we need to think about our mental fitness, and we need to think about our neurologic fitness. That's where we get to with the THRIVE formula. The THRIVE formula that I talk about and have talked about for years is we need to have a healthy functioning nervous system. That's the neurologic fitness. We need to give our body everything it needs, physically, chemically, and emotionally. That's physical fitness, that's mental fitness, and we can add in there that neurologic fitness from the first part of the formula. Then we need to limit or eliminate all the things it doesn't need. Again, physically, chemically, and emotionally, and we do all of that over time, and that leads us to thriving. When I've talked with people out in the community, when I've talked with them right here at Bright Futures Chiropractic, that is the common goal. People want to thrive. They want to flourish. They want to be healthy and happy and productive. They want to be fulfilled with what's going on in their lives, and our health is fundamental to being able to do that. If your immune system is important to that, and I think in 2020 we learned that it is, if your immune system is important to that, let's take this 3-dimensional approach and blow it up. Let's see how we can add more of the good stuff to our lives, limit or eliminate the stuff that we know is hindering our immune system and our overall health, and that's what's going to allow us to get past any of these fears about immune system regulation and immune system problems and threats, and be able to function at a much, much higher level in our own families and on a societal level. I'm Dr. Chris Grier, Bright Futures Chiropractic. Implement those 3 things in life, and I'm sure you will enjoy the day.